In this video, we're going to continue our look at the various tools that are used to edit the envelope curve. And in this portion of that look, we'll cover the Create Sequence tool. Create Sequence can be accessed from the Tools section of the Options menu, located directly under the Editing window, whereupon a dialog window will appear. This editing window allows you to program a curve much like a pattern editor is used to create drum beats. Along the top is the Step Editor, where you can add and delete curve steps. Here I have the default setting for the Create Sequence tool, which has the first 8 steps activated by default. So let's first take a look at how to remove some steps, which is done by right-clicking on the steps that have white boxes that indicate they are active. You can see in the envelope editor, as I remove the steps, you can also see that they are being removed from the editor. Now that I have removed all the steps, I will add a few of my own. To do this, I only need to click in the step editor for the steps that I want to activate. You can see that this has created curves in the editor with a default shape that is produced by the Create Sequence tool. If I am to click on an active step again, you can see that I have changed the default shape of the curve. There are 3 curve shapes by default. Clicking on the step a 4th time will remove the step. Under the step editor, we have 4 tabs. Each are responsible for different aspects of the curve. The default tab is Attack. To edit the attack values, click and drag on the blue bars for the desired step. The next tab is Decay Slope. This editor will allow you to adjust the decay slope for a particular step. Moving on, we have the Sustain tab. This editor will allow you to adjust the sustain level for each individual step of the curve. And lastly, we have the Release Slope, which allows you to edit the contour of the release slope for each step in the sequence. The Reset button to the left of the tabs will reset the edit points for the currently loaded tab. The Randomized button will, as the name suggests, place random values into the editor of the currently loaded tab. The Humanize button will apply a more human feel to the values of the editor of the currently loaded tab. The Reset button to the lower left corner performs a global reset, bringing the entire sequence, including all edits, back to its original state. Use the global edit parameters to the right side of the interface to adjust values such as attack and release. The changes made here will affect all the steps in the sequence. The global Randomize button will randomize all aspects of the curve's generation. By default, each step in the sequence will create a curve that consists of 1 pulse. If you select Ping Pong from this menu, each step will now have 2 pulses. So, in this video, we looked at using the Create Sequence tool to help create envelope curves for the various articulator parts. In the next video, we will look at yet another unique way to create envelope curves by using audio files.